Hello, 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 everybody. Hi. It's Friday night. You know what that means. Paint party. Say hello, hello, hello if you're painting with me tonight. My name is Eve. This is Eve's Creations Paint Party. So hello, 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 and welcome. Tonight is sunset meditation, doing the yoga. Oh, yeah. So let me show you my table of tricks. Tonight we're going to be using Big Boy. He is a 1-inch flat. We're going to be using fluffies. I have a large fluffy and I have a medium-sized fluffy. Any beat-up old bristly brush where the bristles go in every direction is just fine. We have Tiny in the house. Oh yeah, he's for our details. And Mini-Me, he looks just like Big Boy except he's really small. He's kind of like our crayon. And of course, Mr. Nifty is here. Hello, let's get our nifties out. Alright, so when you clean your brushes, you're going to swirl, tap, dab on your paper towel, dab in the shape of your bristles. Unless I tell you otherwise, you want your bristles to be wet but not dripping. Same colors every party, so I'm going to pour my paint. Say hello, hello, hello if you're painting with me tonight. Say hello, hello, hello if someone's painting with you. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, artist. Welcome back, sweetheart. Hello, hello, hello. And of course, we have to say hi to the Mr. Butters. Say hi to your fans, Butters. Hey, Butters. What you doing, good boy? What you doing, Betty? Say hi to your fans. Yeah, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Where are you running to? What are you, camera shy today? What you doing, good boy? That's right. We have to give Mr. Butters props because you never know when he might be chiming in. You never know. Now he wants to play. There he goes. Alright, so I'm going to pour my paint. Hello, 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 Tina. Hi, Cheryl from Minnesota. Minnesota in the house. Alright, so you know I'm going to take everyone's name down so we can do roll call. That's what I'm talking about. One of my favorite things to do. Cheryl's here from Minnesota. Hello, hello, sweetheart. Hello, hello, hello. Alright, so you guys finished saying hello, getting your stuffs all together. I'm going to pour my paint. I'm going to put you guys in your handy dandy holder and we'll get this party started. Oh yeah. So I cannot show you both at once, the painting and what we're working on. So if you need to take a screenshot, go right ahead. So you have a reference while we're painting the original. Hi, Margaret. How you doing, sweetheart? So this one is on an 11 by 14, but tonight I'm going to be painting on a 16 by 20. So you want to make sure that you're holding it straight up and down. 20 this way, 16 that way. Regardless of what you're painting on, you know, as long as you're in the general area of the canvas that I'm on, you'll be just fine. No worries. No worries. Hi, Julia Ann. Marsha's here. Hello, 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 Marsha. Hi, Julia. Hi, guys. Oh, you guys are crooked. Let me fix you. There we go. Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, fam. Welcome. Welcome. You guys ready to paint? You ready to rock and roll? I'm doing all right, Margaret. I'm doing all right. I'm hanging in there for a Friday. What else can you do, right? What else can you do? Yes, it is hot, hot, hot. I'm sure you're more hot. I don't know. I don't know how Canada gets. We were kind of warm in Jersey today, that's for sure. We were kind of warm in Jersey today. But it's hot, hot, hot in this house because we're going to rock this painting, that's for sure. That's how hot it is here. Alright, I'm going to pour my paint. You guys pour your paint. And we'll be all ready to go. Same colors every single party. White, red, blue, yellow, and black. Same colors every single party. Alright, give me likes, give me thumbs up. Is my fam ready to paint? Are we ready, ready, ready? And so far, I got Cynthia and Artist and Tina and Cheryl and Marsha and Julia Ann and Margaret in the house. Hello, 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 everybody. If you're just watching, say hello. And if you're going to stay a creeper, if you're going to hide in the background and not say anything, hi, creepers. How you doing? That's fine, too. We don't mind the watchers. We don't mind the creepers. We don't mind any of you. Some Wheels is here. Hi, Wheels. How you doing, sweetheart? How you been? I haven't seen you and heard from you in a long time. I hope everything's going okay for you. Wheels is in the house, everybody. Everybody say hi to Samantha. She was painting with us, a minute ago. Everything's okay? Well, that's good, considering. And everyone send healing prayers to Samantha and well wishes, because she's, she has to take care of something. So, yep, see, I knew it. I didn't want to tell everybody, but you did. Prayers and healing wishes to Wheels, guys. Everybody send your prayers and your love and your well wishes. Wheels hasn't been having a good time, so hopefully we can send you some peace and some healthy vibes, love. Healthy vibes. Healthy vibes your way, love. Healthy vibes your way. That's the spirit, Cynthia. Good job. Good looks, guys. Good looks. That's what we do as a fam. We take care of each other. We're there for each other. That's why I call you guys my painting fam. Because all of us have some stuff we got to go through. And some have some really difficult things we got to go through. But we all stick together, okay? So well wishes to you, sweetheart. We all love you here, okay? So, take a screenshot. Do what you need to do. So you have your reference. There you go, artists. And we're going to start. Oh, it's the scary blank canvas. Oh, no, it's the almighty blank canvas. What are we going to do? What are we going to do with the almighty blank canvas? Well, we're going to put paint on it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to attack it with our almighty brushes. We're going to attack it with our almighty brushes. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. You're welcome, Wheels. You're welcome, sweetheart. Alright, so I got this puppy straight up and down, and I want you to picture it in thirds. Top, middle, bottom. Okay, so we're going to be working in thirds. And first thing I want you to do is I want you to swirl tap dab big boy. And you're going to grab the tiniest smidge of white and yellow. White and yellow, guys. White and yellow. And we're going to go on that top third, right on that top third here. And you're just going to start off with the white. Small amount of white. And yellow. And we're bringing this right across our whole canvas. So I'm about 2 hands down, so say this is my halfway point, so I'm above my halfway point. We're working on the top third. If you don't get it exactly there, that's fine. Maybe you want more sky in your painting. Maybe you want more beach in your painting. You guys are amazing. I see all those healing wishes going through. You guys are absolutely awesome. I love it. I like it a lot. Can't ask for anything more. So, we're just grabbing yellow and white. Small smidge of white. A lot of yellow. Alright, and then as you work your way up, you want to grab small amounts of red. Small amounts of red. See? Small amounts of red. Not much red at all. And then you're going to start putting the red in. And that's going to mix with your yellow and make this beautiful orange color. Let me move you guys back so you can see better. There we go. There we go. Now you're getting the whole picture. So now you're grabbing red, smidge of white, and some yellow. And you're just going to go down into your yellow and back up again. Down into your yellow and back up again. And this is going to blend those two colors together. So the more you go over that line, as long as your paint is wet, the more that's going to blend together. So that's how you want to do that. And as you work your way up, you just keep grabbing more and more red. As you work up, just grab more and more red as you work your way up. All right? And you just keep going down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Sound like an exercise instructor, right? And if it's not blending for you, put your brush in a little bit of water, dab it on your paper towel, and maybe your paint's drying too fast. Mine dries really fast because I'm under a really bright light. So the way to fix that is to just dip in a little bit of water, tap it on my paper towel, and get my pet winked again. Did you guys catch that? I'm gonna get my pet winked again. I can't talk. I'm gonna get my paint wet again. That's what I'm doing when I just dip my brush into some water and dab it on my paper towel. You don't want your brush to be dripping though. You're just adding a little bit of water to the paint. That's all. That's all you're doing. That is all you're doing. All you're doing. So it's up to you if you want to add a lot of red. If you want to turn around and keep it the peach tones, then that's the red, white, and yellow. Whatever, however you want your sunset sky to be. It's your sky. It's your sky. That's it. It is your sky. So easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Like I said, you just work your way down into what you already painted and then work your way up. Hello, Kelly. How you doing, love? Hello, 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 sweetheart. All right. I'm going to swirl, tap, dab my brush. And my water looks like orange sherbet right now. And I'm going to turn around. Okay, Kelly, give you some last minute inspiration. Now I'm just taking a damp brush. I just swirl, tap, dab my brush and got it clean. Hi, Kim. How you doing, sweetheart? Kelly's in the house. Kim is in the house. Yes, 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 yes. You really, really, really should. And you just want to make sure it's not too much water on your brush. But I'm just going with a damp brush and going over my colors to blend them just a little bit more. Just a damp brush. That's all. That's all I'm using. And then I'm going to clean my brush and I'm going to turn around and grab some more yellow. And I'm just grabbing some more yellow. And I'm working some yellow up into the orange there a little bit. So you can have fun and play with this. You know, our painting isn't too difficult tonight. So you could play a little bit with your sky. All right, I showed you a few different things already. Right, you could turn around and go with a damp brush and blend it all together even better. Not too wet. You don't want it dripping. And you could turn around and go in with some more yellow on your brush. And you could take the yellow and work your way up. So lots of different ways to get this blended and soft and just the way you like it. Kim, you should totally come paint with me. I don't know when I'm going to be at a venue next, but I'll let everybody know, that's for sure. That's for sure. I'll let everybody know. Kelly, what are you painting tonight? Everybody wish Kelly fun time. She's going out on her own. She's breaking loose. She's gonna be showing people how to paint all on her own. Look at you. I'm so proud. I'd like to think I had a little part of that. Oh, you're not painting? I thought you had a thingy. I thought you had a thingy that you were doing. Well, everyone's going to wish you good luck anyway. Oh, you're going to a fish fry. Well, have fun with that instead. Oh, 600%, 6,000%, Kim. We could definitely set something up. So just let me know when. Let me know when. Butters is saying hi, everybody. All right, so when you're done with that, you're going to turn around and you're going to take your brush with all those colors on it. Yep, he's chiming in. Right, so it had red, white, and yellow. And you're just going to add some more white. Red, white, and yellow. Add some more white. And you're going to go on the bottom third of your canvas. And you're going to fill that in. And the red, yellow, and white make this pretty peach color. So that's going to be your beach color. So you can make it more on the pink side by adding more red. You can make it more on the peach side by adding more white. You can make it more on the golden side by adding more yellow. It's your beach. Make it any colors you want to. Make it any colors you want to. However you want your beach to be, that's your beach. Okay, so red, white, and yellow. Red, white, and yellow. All together now. All together now. Red, white, and yellow. Red, white, and yellow. Fish fry sounds delicious, Kelly. I want to go. And Kim, if you want to set up a party, you just have to, first thing I recommend is locking in a date. That would be the first thing that I would recommend. And then all the other details we can work out. So, whatever you'd like to do, love. So, I just mixed red, white, and yellow. That's all I did. That's all I did. And it makes this really pretty peach color. So, once you have that, what I want you to do, once you have that, is I want you to grab, oh wow, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's a whole party being set up there, huh? So once you have this all set up for yourself, what I want you to do is I want you to grab just red. Just red. Okay? Maybe a little smidge of yellow. Oh, nice. That sounds awesome. And you're going to go to the top of your beach. And you're going to add just the red. Right? And if it's blending out, just use a really light touch. A really light touch and just stick and moves. Okay? So right on the top of your beach, you're going to add just red. While it's still wet, so it blends out a little bit. But you want the top of your beach to be darker than the rest of your beach. Okay? And then you're just going to go across this line and blend it out. Alright? So you're going to make the top darker, which just grabbing right on your brush. You're going to put that right on the top of your beach. And then you're just going to work your way down and blend that all into your beach. And like I said, if it dried up already, just add a little water to your brush. That's all. Just add a little water to your brush. That sounds like a lot of fun, Cal. Sounds like an awesome, awesome, awesome time. Alright, so you don't have to worry about your lines or anything else. Don't worry about these lines yet. We're fine. You don't have to worry about any of that. We're just making the top of our beach darker than the rest of the beach. That's it. And you just want to blend that out. So you start up here with a really light touch, so the red shows up. And then as you work your way down, just push a little harder. Just push a little harder so it mixes into your paint as you work your way down. Okay? I'm sure you'll have a good time. You can always catch the replay, baby. You can always catch the replay. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hi, everybody. Cameo. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, everybody. We got this. We got this 6,000%. And if you're having a little trouble, I do have a how-to on blending. It's on my YouTube channel. I'm being silly, right? It's on my YouTube channel. I think blending made it to the YouTube channel. Some of them made it and some of them didn't. Okay, so once you have that, you want to figure out what color you want your water. Mine's purple. Remember when we did the how-to on the color wheel and how yellow and purple were opposite from each other? So I did my water purple. This way my yellow popped out more. So you want to swirl tap dab your brush. Right? Get all those colors out of there. Get them nice and clean. The more you swirl, cleaner it'll get. Oh, that reminds me. My videos are all kid friendly, so I'm going to try to watch this, and you guys try to watch that, and we'll be good to go. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind, alright? Alright, my fam? Alright. So, swirl tap dab, big boy. Figure out what color you want your water. I'm going to make mine purple. And to do that, I'm going to grab my blue. I'm going to grab my red that doesn't have yellow in it. Okay? And I'm going to grab my white that's nice and clean still. Alright, so you don't want any yellow mixing into this, because then your water is going to wind up being... and I just do like a little mini mix. I don't mix it all together because I'm going to do that on my canvas. So I just do like a little mini mix there. Not making it one solid color. So, to get your straight line, right guys? You want to turn around and you want a nice edge on your brush. You want to hold your brush back here, especially, and don't worry if you have a shape because you're going to outrun your shape. The faster you go, the straighter it'll be. So you're going to hold your brush back here. You're going to put it straight up to your canvas, perpendicular. Bam, straight onto it. And you're just going to pull. Whoop, right across. And the faster you go, the straighter it'll be. Alright, that's how you make a straight line, people. Whoop, right across. Right across. And if it's not perfectly straight, that's okay too, because it is water. So it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. And then you're just going to fill in the rest of your spot here. That's it. You're just going to fill it in. You're just going to fill it in. That's all we're doing. This is a nice painting, nice and relaxing and nice and easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, nothing hard here. Nothing hard. You guys are going to be amazed. In 20 minutes, you're going to paint a whole beach. You're going to paint a whole beach in 20 minutes. Go figure that one, right? Hello. How awesome is that? Okay? And if you notice, the more I go over my color, the more it mixes and blends together. So if you want the separation of color, stick and move, which means, you know, put it on and leave it alone. Or if you want it one solid color, you just keep going over it. You just keep going over it, and the more you go over it, the more solid it's going to become. Yep. See, so I ran out of purple. I had to mix new purple, and if you notice, it came out a little darker than my first purple. But I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it at all. And I put something right there. I don't know how I did that, but we'll just, that's what spit's for, people. We'll get rid of that. Lickety split. Lickety split. We're going to get rid of that. That is definitely for sure. For sure. So, you guys remember doing the profiles of the people, right? The how-to on the profiles of the people. And I know that I stressed you out with the Roaring 20s people because they were all weird and cattywampus. There's a word for you. Cattywampus. This purple just wants to get everywhere except where I want it. Like I said, that's what spit's for. So, just get rid of that. I don't know. I jumped out of the line again. You know me and painting in the lines. You know me and painting in the lines. I always wind up jumping out of my lines for some reason. I don't know why. It's just, I'm just rogue. I'm telling you. I'm just rogue. It's dangerous. I'm dangerous. Dangerous when I paint. No line is safe with me. I take them all out. That's what I'm going to do. Right? See, Eve hasn't learned the trick of leaving stuff alone. That's the problem. I still have to work on that. Alright guys, so I'm going to grab some clean white. And then I'm going to show you how to make the waves. Yes, we're going to make waves. Making waves. So everybody's zoning out. Everyone stop chatting. So I'm going to do roll call because I love my fam. And Butters is going to do roll call with me because he loves his fam too. Boy, he's being Mr. Chatty tonight. He's being a little chatty man. I don't know what he's doing. He's just being a little chatty man, that's for sure. Alright, so we have Cynthia and Artist and Tina and Cheryl from Minnesota. And we have Marcia and Julia Ann, our Canadian, our international baby. We got Margaret and Wheels was here and Kelly's hanging out with us and Kim. Your purple is dark. Awesome, Julia Ann. That's great. If you want it a little lighter, just add more white. Just add more white if you want your purple to be a little lighter, hon. That's all. Alright, so as you guys are ketchup mustering, ketchup mustard, who wants a fish fry tonight? Kelly, is that how that's going to go tonight? Ketchup mustard and who wants a fish fry? I just want to remind everybody it's always, always, always free to watch. Tips are appreciated, and anybody that sends me support is going to get themselves free nifties. Nifties are in the house. So anyone sending me support, make sure I get your address and I will send you some Mr. Nifties. Alright, so I'm going to swirl tap dab my big fluffy. My big old fluffy. We're going to swirl tap dab him. And I'm going to mash him. I'm going to mash him into my paper towel. Beat him up. I'm going to beat him up so his bristles are all nice and fluffy. Look at that. Look at that. It's exactly what we want. And I'm going to turn around and I'm going to grab my white paint. And you just want it on the tip of your brush, just the tip of your brush, guys. So you grab your white paint and then you do some dabbing. Just to work it into the bristles a little bit, get all that excess off. Okay, see, not a lot. And we're just going to swirl, guys. We're just going to swirl. That's it. So, you want to turn around and you want to go up and you want to go down. You don't want to go straight across. Alright, don't go straight across. Waves don't go like that. They go up, they go down, they do all this fun little stuff. And if your purple or your peach winds up getting into your white, that's fine. It's going to make it look that much better, actually. It's going to make it look that much better because it's going to create shadows for you. And you don't even have to work for them. So if you notice, I only used one dab of paint. And if you see my purple's working in there, I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot because what it's doing is it's creating my shadows for me and I don't even have to work for them. So we like that. No worries if that happens. Okay, guys? No worries. And you don't want to play too much. Don't play too much. Right? What did I just say? Eve, leave it alone. Yell at me. Say, Eve, leave it alone. Because I don't want my white turning purple. I just want it to be a little darker. And if I keep messing with it, it's going to mush right out into being just a big mushy whatever. We want it nice and light and fluffy. Fluffy, that's what we want. So look at that, guys. In a matter of not even 20 minutes, you guys painted a beach. You're awesome. That's all I gotta say. I'm really being serious tonight. Look, I got my smock on, so we're definitely on a serious kick here. Can't you tell? Oh, alright. Fluffies are in the house. Alright, now you gotta swirl tap dab Big Boy again. We need Big Boy out. And make sure you got some clean white paint. Margaret, you're Canadian too? You're our other Canada? I knew that. I knew that. So you're our international baby along with Julia Ann. That's right. You're our international baby with Julia Ann. My Canadian friends in the house. It gets me so excited. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm actually more excited tonight. I'm just babbling while you guys catch up mustard. From Ontario, I went to Canada once. And I was in high school. And I was in marching band. Yes, I was a band geek. That's the only way to be. And we went to the Canadian side of Niagara Falls. And that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed myself on that trip, being a teenager. And we did lots of cool things, and it was really amazing. So that's the only stint I did in Canada. Maybe sometime down the line, I'm going to turn this whole business into a mobile unit, and I'm going to tour the country, and I'm going to visit all of you, and we're all going to paint together. See, when I dream big, right? Right? Well, I'm a grandiose person, obviously, but I dream big. You know, it's the Leo in me. I can't help it. Can't help it. Alright, so we're going to swirl tap dab Big Boy. And we're going to make a semicircle. Oh, so you were on the state side of the Niagara Falls. That's alright, Kelly. It's okay. Your hubby doesn't have a passport. You can send him over in a barrel. Just send him over in a barrel. Alright, swirl tap dab Big Boy. Get all that purple out of them. More you swirl, cleaner it gets. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Alright, and you're going to grab just white. Just untip your brush. And when you go to make a semicircle, when you go to make an arch, what you want to do is you want to use your elbow as the lever. Okay, guys? So you're going to hold your brush perfectly still, and you're going to pivot your arm with your elbow. So you wind up making an arch. Okay? So you're just going to start here. Right? Find your center. Find your center. And if you want to, you can do like 2 little marks. So you stay pretty much in the middle of your canvas. And you're just going to put your brush on the canvas, and you're just going to pivot the elbow. And when you pivot the elbow, you'll be able to get an arch. Okay, guys, see that? See how I pivot the elbow and I'm getting an arch? So that's what you want to do. And then once you have your basic arch line, then as you're filling it in, you can make it a little bit better if you want to. All right, and you're just going to use the flat of that brush, and you're just going to follow along the line you made. That's all. And you're going to try to stay in the lines. Something I have trouble with. But you just hold your brush to the canvas, and you pivot that elbow, and you will make an arch, people. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. So if you're not so good with the circles yet, that's one way of doing it. Now you just fill it in. Now I'm going to sneak my head in here because I'm painting from the side, and I can tell that this is not... There. There we go. That's better. I think. I think. It's all good though. It's all good. Alright, now you just fill it in. Just color it in. Your brush has some wild hairs. Oh boy. If mine has some wild hairs, like really bad wild hairs, I just snip them off. That's what I do. Some people, they dip their brush in boiling water, and they say you can retrain the hairs by dipping it into some very warm water. So that's another trick that I've heard about. But I just snip them off. I'm dangerous like that. Right? And if you notice, I'm holding my brush up close, and I'm just using the flat of that brush, and I'm pulling across my line and fixing it and making it better. And I'm just filling it in white. And don't worry about the white in here. Oh, you live 3 hours north from Niagara Falls? Well, that's pretty cool, Julie Ann. You can do like a weekender. Alright? And don't worry about getting white in here, because your next move is you're going to zigzag zoom some white down. So you want it at the widest part here, and then as you zigzag down, you make it smaller and smaller, okay? It's like an upside down triangle. So we're going to zigzag zoom. And as you move it down, you just want to make it smaller and smaller. Okay? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So if you went into your water with your son, like I did, it's alright. You can just make it part of the zigzag zoom, that's all. Oh, Cynthia, you're dangerous like me, right? We trim them, and then if it gets too bad, we just get rid of it. I have a problem throwing brushes away, though. Like, I just, you know, make it become a fluffy or something. I don't know. I just, or maybe I'll use it for, like, if I use Mod Podge or something, since it's going to be garbage anyway. I have trouble throwing brushes away, but I don't know why that is. I'm not really sure. Not really sure why that is. I'm working 2 drinks tonight. You guys see that? I'm double fisted tonight. We're all in big trouble. We're in big trouble. I got 2 drinks tonight. I don't know how I did that, but I wound up with 2 drinks. So I hope you guys are enjoying whatever cocktails you made for yourselves. Kelly, you got me on this iced coffee kick. When you were having iced coffee the one Tuesday, I've been drinking iced coffees ever since. I was like, boy, that sounds really good. I'm like, iced coffee sounds really, really good. So I take some ice, obviously, because it's iced coffee, and I turn around and I put chocolate syrup, and then I get French vanilla. That's right, Margaret. I get French vanilla creamer, so I put chocolate syrup or caramel creamer. Oh, that's so good. I take caramel creamer and I pour it over the ice, and then I make my coffee and I pour that over the top. And it makes such fun little swirls and everything else. So delicious. Delicious. Yes, Margaret, I got one for each hand, but I need to pick up a paintbrush with my hands. Okay, next thing we're going to do is you want to swirl, tap, dab your fluffy. Oh, yeah. Total yum. Total yum. And I'm going to switch. Ooh, Cynthia, nice. So you use caramel creamer too. Yeah, the caramel's really good. I like the caramel, and I like the Italian sweet cream. You guys ever try that one? I really like that one. So I'm going to switch to a smaller fluffy, just because I'm going to be here, there, not everywhere. So I don't want to go too nutty with this next step. So swirl, tap, dab, smash them up. Smash them up. Now I'm going to have like 3 drinks in my hand because I'm going to make myself an iced coffee. I'm going to wind up triple fisted. Okay, and I'm just going to grab that white paint like I did before and do a little mash, mash, mash. Right? So you don't have that much paint on your brush. And very lightly, what did I say? Very lightly, I'm going to go back to my waves, and I'm just going to do these little swish marks like that. So very lightly, and here, there, not everywhere. Okay, because you don't want to lose, you don't want it to become like stark white. You want these like little shadows in there, and then the bright spots in the shadows. So I'm just going to do all these little swishing marks in here, and like I said, here, there, not everywhere. All right, guys? So you can create your little waves and create your movement and however you want it to go. And when I had you guys put the red in, that was me having you already put the shadow in under the water. So that was me being a little trickster. Instead of painting the shadow in, it's already there because we made the top of the beach darker than the rest of the beach. Yeah, it is so good. It's so good. So you started this whole thing, Kelly. Now we're all going to be drinking iced coffees. We're all going to be drinking iced coffees. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be the iced coffee Kelly movement. The Kelly coffee. There you go. Kelly coffee movement. Alright, so you just want to put those in. Here, there, not everywhere. Just a little bit. Alright, get a little more pops of white. Maybe do a little fluffing on the top. Maybe there's like a wave that's kind of going a little rogue, so you can do a little more fluffy on the top. You know, whatever you want to do. It's your water. Whatever you want to do. Give you guys a chance to catch up mustard, and the next move, the next move we're gonna do is gonna be with the tiny brush. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say out of my mouth. I'll get my mouth working eventually. Eventually, it'll connect to here, and we'll all be in trouble. We'll be in big trouble. So has anybody been doing anything exciting for the summer? I basically have to stay inside because I have extreme allergies. I'm like the girl that lives in the bubble. But has anybody else done anything exciting? Okay, so I'm going to swirl tap dab that tiny. And I want to make sure that my white is not goopy. So if your white is getting globby on you, I'm just going to drip a couple of drops of water into it. And make sure it's nice and liquidy. Okay, so you just add a couple drops of water and it gets it really nice and thin. We want it nice and thin. Alright, and I'm going to roll my brush. Okay, so it's nice and thin. Oh, Marlene, you broke your femur. What's a femur? It sounds like a really big bone. What's your femur? What's a femur? We gotta send healing prayers to Marlene. Hi, sweetheart. What part of the body is a femur? I have no idea. I mean, I've heard of it before, but I don't know what it is. Your leg bone? Oh, man. On the top or on the bottom? Like is it the top? Like, is it here, this bone? Oh, man, Marlene, that's awful. Well, Cynthia's sending you prayers already. See you later, Kelly. Bye, sweetheart. Aunt Tina's sending you prayers. Oh, boy, Marlene, that does not sound like fun. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're just going to zigzag zoom these little white lines. That's all we're doing. So you want to thin out your paint. Oh, yes, definitely healing wishes. That must be a really hard recovery from something like that. Really hard recovery. So you want to make sure they're going sideways, okay? So don't go zigzaggy at an angle or anything like that. If you notice, I'm holding my brush straight and I'm doing the zigzag zoom motion. You guys are the best. I'm doing the zigzag zoom motion, but I'm keeping the lines horizontal and I'm like working across. So I'm not making anything like down like this or wiggly down. We're like wiggling across. Okay, no wiggly down, wiggly across. Yeah, definitely prayers to you, sweetheart, and I hope you have a speedy recovery. I hope everything goes right back to the way it should be and you're able to dance again real soon. Real soon. Boy, oh boy. And I was complaining about my allergies. So, see, I tell you what, got to be grateful for what you got, because some people have a little tougher time going on with certain things. Oh, I don't know. If it's right in your hip, I guess that, would you be getting a pin put in, Marlene, so it connects to your hip? Like, is that how that would work? I don't know. I'm not very good with medical stuff. I'm like the worst person, like, to even hurt yourself. If, you know, if you come to me holding your spleen, like, I'll hand you a Band-Aid and I'll walk away and I'll call somebody for you. But that's about it. So you're just going to do all these little squigglies. And you can have as many squigglies as you want. And if you notice, I kind of connected them going across. Just a little bit. Oh, you'll know on Tuesday? Oh boy. And then if you want with your smaller brush, you can turn around and do some wisps. I can't say that word. Wisps off your waves. So you can really do some like pieces that are like flying upward if you want to. And then off of those pieces, you want to do dots. So off of those wispy pieces, if you add any to your top of your waves, you just want to do dots. Okay, because when water splashes, it creates all these like little dots and things going on. So you want to add those in. Hi, W Mac. How you doing, sweetie? That's okay. You can just hang out with us. Catch the replay later. Right, so any of the little wispy things that you did, or you want to turn around and add some pieces coming up off the top, and then, you know, if they're going in this direction, you're going to add dots coming off of those. Just because that's what water does. And you can have as many of these or as little as these as you want to. It's completely up to you. It's your water. It's your water. Let's put one over here. Why not? Why not? Let's put one going right off the canvas. That's okay, W Mac. You know the replays are always available. How'd you break your femur, Marlene? How'd you break your femur? That's what I want to know. So I don't do it. You must have had a bad fall. Cynthia's here, Artist, and Tina, and Cheryl, Minnesota Cheryl. And we've got Marsha's in the house. Julia Ann is here from Canada, and Margaret, our other Canadian. And Marlene's in the house with a big old busted hip. And Wheels was here saying hello, hello, hello. And Kelly said hello, hello, hello. And Kim is in the house. And now we got W Mac. W Mac is here. Oh, yeah. All my fam. Okay. So when you're done with that, you're going to swirl tap dab big boy. We're going to swirl tap dab the big boy. And we're going to grab just yellow paint, clean yellow paint. You almost fell 3 different times and the jerking caused it. My bones are weak. Oh, goodness gracious, Marlene. Might have been better if you just went down. Well, take care of yourself, love. So I'm grabbing just yellow paint and we're going to go over our big white sun here. We're going to go over our big white sun here. Right? And you can go out of the lines. It's going to add more of a glow to your sky. So you don't have to stay in the lines of the white for the sun, because it just adds more glow to your sky going out of the lines. And then you're going to do yellow on your zigzag zooms section here. So you're going to fill this in with yellow. You're going to fill this in with yellow. All your zigzag zooms, you want to put yellow in there. Right? And I'm not using a lot of paint at all. I don't want it to be globby or anything. Just nice and soft. Nice and soft. Well, next time, Marlene, just go down. There we go. Now we have a sunset beach. Look at that, guys. I'm telling you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Alright, so now we're going to do our details. We're going to do our posing lady. And we're going to do our seashells. Does the water under help prevent from green skies? I don't understand. Oh, does the white under help? Yes. Yes. So the white is the only reason the yellow showed up. Yellow doesn't show up without its friend white. Yes. So the white definitely keeps you from getting, if you go, and lots of times you use a buffer. So if I was doing a sky that had blue and yellow in it, I would do a buffer of the red in between. And then you'd have the yellow into the oranges, into the reds, and then into like purples and blues. So you can use red as a buffer, or you can use white paint and then just paint the yellow on top of the white, and it won't mix in and cause the greens. Yeah, white doesn't show up to the party without its friend yellow. Alright, so we want to make our little island, right? So we're just grabbing, I'm going to grab Mini-Me. He's my small flat brush. He looks just like Big Boy, except he's small. So he has a square top to it. But you can grab whatever small brush you want. And black paint. Going right into black paint. And over on the side of your canvas, you're just going to turn around and go a little bit above your water and a little bit into your water. And you're just going to make yourself a hill. 1 hump, 2 humps, whatever you want it to be. Okay, so you're going to go above your water and a little bit into your water. Just like that, you guys made an island. Hello, I'm telling you. Just like that. All right, and I'm gonna grab Mr. Nifty. Mr. Nifty, he's great for the details. He's tiny, 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 tiny. So whatever brush you're using for your details, I'm gonna grab Mr. Nifty, and I'm gonna grab that black paint, and I'm gonna do the palm trees. So for the palm trees, let me give you a close-up on this. Butters is literally laying right there. I'm trying to move the camera stand without getting it on him. He's literally laying right between the camera and the easel. Alright, so I'm taking my small detail brush, I'm going to my island, and I just want to pull upwards. And they could bend a little bit. They don't have to be perfectly straight or anything. And you know me, I'm going to do 3. Because everything's always better with odds for some reason. More aesthetically pleasing, they say. And every time I'm taking my hand away, I'm refilling my brush. These small brushes you have to constantly refill. They're not markers. You don't want to, pressing harder doesn't get more paint out of it. Okay, just gives you thick lines. And you have to swirl, tap, dab them and clean up clean off all the globs, because if you have globs on your brush, you're going to get globs on your painting, and we don't want that. So every time you see me pull my hand away, I'm grabbing more paint. Once you have your curved lines, you're going to do curved lines off of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're doing, and now I'm grabbing more paint. That's what I'm doing. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm wiping off my brush now, and then grabbing more paint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I'm cleaning off my brush. I'm cleaning it off and wiping it off and getting all those globs so it's nice and clean and stays at a point. Okay, so this is what you need to do with your small brushes. You can't just keep loading paint on them because they're going to get globby. And if you have globs on your brush, you're going to get globs on your painting, and you don't want that. We don't want any globby palm trees. No, we don't. So, we have How To Tuesday coming up. If anybody has any ideas of something they'd like me to explain or teach, 6,000%, let me know. And I always do the Paint Party Fridays, so if you guys have any paintings that you would like to do or ideas you'd like to do, feel free to share with me. So now on all these little pieces, we're going to do little lines. See my lines? See how I did that? So I just did arching lines downwards on those pieces. Okay, you guys see how I did that? That's how you're going to do on all your pieces. Okay, guys? So, I'll do mine. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It's tiny, tiny, tiny. So, no worries about it being perfect. And that one, I did both sides. See how I did the both sides on that one? So you can do both sides or just the one side, the bottom. However you want your palm tree to be. It's all up to you. It's all up to you. And like I said, remember to wipe off your brush. And grab new paint when you need to. Because you don't want any globs on your palm trees. So I'm wiping off my brush and grabbing more paint. And I'm just putting these wispy little lines on my palm trees. And if one's running into the other, that's fine. Just have it overlap. No worries. No worries. Oh, my music is bumping. I like it. Alright, so I'll show you up close. See? That's all. Just little dashes. And they're overlapping and making, you know, little sections that are overlapping and whatnot. And that's fine. No worries on any of that. You guys got this. Okay? And besides, they're so small. Everyone's going to know they're palm trees, and you know, they're not going to notice if you have one line like that's like in a weird spot or whatever. Like, no one's even going to notice any of that. They're just going to see the feathering of the palms. So it's all good. It is all good. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is our seashells. Oh yeah. We're going to work the seashells. That's what we're going to do. So I'm Swirl Tap Dabbing Mr. Nifty. Any of you that have Mr. Nifty, don't let him sit in your water. He doesn't like that. You got to clean him off and leave him to the side. He doesn't like sitting in water. His bristles fall out. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is I want you to turn around, and I'm going to grab Mini-Me again. And we got to make a spot on the beach where our shells are going to be, because the shells are creating a shadow. Alright, and I'm going to try to show you the shells as I'm telling you how to paint them. Okay, so this is the finished painting. If I can get it to sit up here. Alright, so you guys can see the finished shells along with me showing you how I paint them. So I'm moving my camera really close so you guys can, so this is the bottom corner. See, so that's the whole painting, see? And then I'm moving it all the way close into this bottom corner. Oh, earthquake! Okay, and I'm going to try to show you the finished ones at the same time we're painting the new ones. So you know where you're going. I'm going to try to fit it all on the screen. I think I got it. Alright, cool beans. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is I'm taking that little flat brush and I'm grabbing some red and a little bit of yellow. Oh, I still have black in my brush. Hold on, I got to clean it some more. I got to swirl, tap, dab it some more. I still have black in it from doing the island. We don't want any black on our beach. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, so I'm going to grab red. And I'm going to grab a little tiny bit of yellow. And I'm just going to make a little patch. And I'm going to do it so it's facing to where the sun is. Okay, so if this is your sun, you're going to do an angle this way. Okay, so you want to do it at an angle. And you're just going to make a little patch where your seashells are gonna sit. Okay, so you just want, oh, I made that kind of look like a heart. And you want to do it at an angle to where the sun is. Okay? And we need that to dry a minute. So, while we're letting that dry, I'm going to grab my nice clean Mr. Nifty, and I'm going to grab some white paint, and I'm going to go up to my island, and I'm going to do the water line. So this is just little dashes that I'm doing. Just little dashes all along the bottom of my island. And you want to keep them going horizontal. Okay, so you just do them horizontal. And just little dashes, that's all. Just where the water is going to be hitting this island, that's all you want to do. Okay, so we're going to map our seashells out in white. And then you guys can, you know, pick what colors you want your seashells to be. So I'm going to show you all the shapes in white. Again, Marlene, you asked a really good question, and we call this mapping. We want to make sure that the colors pop. So when you do white for an object, when you put white down first for an object, when you paint over the white with your color is going to pop. And that's what you want. So we call that mapping, and we put white first, and then we color it in. You guys that have been painting with me for a while know all about that. You know all about that mapping jazz. Alright, so let's make sure this is dry. Nice and dry. Okay? So, first one we're going to do, I'm going to grab my tiny, and I'm going to grab my white paint. And the first shape we're going to do is that one right there. So, he's really easy. You're going to make two V's. I mean, you're going to make one V. Okay, you're going to make a V. And then you're going to turn around and make this a square at the bottom. Okay, so your V runs into the side of the square. And then you're just going to arch the top. Like that. Okay, and I have to put a little more of an angle because mine was looking a little straight, so I just drew another line more at an angle. And as you fill it in, you can fix your shape if you need to. That's what mapping's good for too. If you need to fix your shape, you can totally do that. So, that is the shape of the first seashell. Alright, so I'll give you guys a chance to catch up mustard. Get that one down for yourselves. And the next one we're going to do is the starfish. Did you guys know, Marlene, too bad this couldn't happen to you, even though it'd be really freaky. Did you guys know that if you take a leg off of a starfish, it'll make a whole new starfish? So, like, too bad that, you know, they couldn't just, like a Barbie doll, like, take your femur off and then you would grow, like, a whole new femur. But I guess that would be really, really scary. That would be a little weird, huh? But that's what starfish can do. They actually, like, I don't know, they can grow a whole other starfish of just being like a piece of a starfish. I think that's so weird. Alright, so I'm wiping the globs off of my brush. I'm going to grab some more white paint. And we're going to turn around and do the starfish. So the starfish is, you want to do a line across. That would be freaky, huh, Marlene? All right, and you're going to do a line up in the middle of that. And then you're going to do two lines coming out from the center. Okay? So you're making like a little hangman. And then when you fill it in, I'm wiping off my brush again, guys. I'm going to tell you when I wipe off my brush and stuff, just so you guys know to do it for yourselves. So then when you fill it in, you want to turn around and make it into like little triangles. So you're making those lines into little triangles. Okay, and if you need to fix a piece, then fix a piece. It's okay. Starfish don't mind. Okay, so that's how you do a starfish. Alright, the next one is going to look like pretty much nothing until we put the details on it. We're going to do this one next. So it's going to look like basically nothing until we put the lines on it, okay? So we're just going to do the shape of it, and it's really not much of a shape at all, because it's just like a It's like a square with a rounded top. So, well, not really a square. I don't know, but I don't know what to call it, but we'll just do it. All right, so the first thing you want to do is you want to arch a line this way. Okay? And then you want to go around the bend and arch another line that way. And then you're going to connect those two. Okay, so it really doesn't look like much at all until we put the lines on it. Alright, so you're going to arch a line like that, come around the bend, arch one going inwards, and then connect it. And you just want to fill that in. Okay, and you guys think, what colors do you want your seashells to be? Because it doesn't matter what colors we make them. You can make them any colors you want. And my seashells on the original are actually overlapping each other. But I'm not going to do that so you can see exactly what the shapes I'm drawing. But if you want to have yours overlap, go for it. You can totally do that, okay? I'm going to keep them all separate so you can definitely see each shell. But you don't have to do that on your own if you don't want to, alright? Alright, so wiped off my brush, grabbing some new paint. And the next one we're going to do is the snail shell. Again, doesn't look like anything because you have to put the swirl in when you paint it in. So I'm basically just going to put my brush on my canvas and I'm going to just swirl it around and then stop it. Okay, so easy peasy lemon squeezy with that one, right guys? So you're just going to swirl your brush around so you get like the brush strokes of it being swirly. And then when we color it in, we're going to put the swirls in with more detail. Okay, so he was easy peasy lemon squeezy. Wiping off my brush, grabbing fresh paint. So the next one we're going to do is the conch shell. Okay, so that's obviously that's the next one we're going to do because it's the last one. And I know what that one's called. I know the conch shell and I know the starfish. I think that's a clam, that's a snail, and that's not a mussel though. I have no idea what that one is. No idea. Okay, so for the conch shell, what you want to do is you're going to make a shape like this. And then you're going to bring your brush to that point and drop it down. Bring it over. Okay, so you're making like a little eyeball shape. And then you're going to go on the corner of that eyeball shape and you're going to pull your brush inward, drop it down, and bring it over. Alright, and then you're going to bring it up to that eyeball shape. And then you can fill it in. So you want this part to be up a little bit. It's a very awkward shape, but once we put the section in of the shadow of where the little pocket is that you put your ear to. Remember doing that as a little kid? You could hear the ocean. It was the silliest things that used to keep us entertained, right? So once we put the shadow in it, the shape's going to make sense. Kind of looks like a little pita pocket or something right now. Okay, so like I said, you just want to have this come down and around. And then you're going to bring this up and then over. Alright, so give you guys a chance to catch up mustard with that one. ketchup mustard time. Oh yeah. So we're going to color in our seashells, and then we're going to do our yoga person, and we're going to be all set. So totally awesome. You guys painted a whole beach, and you know, you can have fun with this. It's your creation. If you want to add more things to your beach, you know, you don't have to do the yoga person. You could turn around and do a beach chair for yourself, or an umbrella. You know, it's completely your painting, so you can make it yours any way you want. And on the event page, I already shared where to post your finished paintings. So if you go onto the event page, you'll see share your creations here. So that's where you want to post them, so we can share them as a family. All right, guys? All right. So we're going to turn around and let them dry, and we're going to do our chick. All right, so we're going to do our chick. So let me move the camera back. Butter's moved out of the way. He's sleeping in his house right now. Back it up. Boop, 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 boop. Backing it up. All right, so I think I could show you the chick and where we're painting at the same time. Oh, there we go. See, so I'm on this side of the beach now. Okay, and I did a how-to on how to do people, the profiles of people. I don't know, I call this profile, even though it's not. Profile means you're looking at it from the side, but I don't know what to call these black things. Because they would be, I don't know what the term would be. I'm being honest, so I have no idea. I call them profiles, even though I know profiles is when you look at something from the side. Unless I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe one of you guys is smarter than me. You can help me out with that one. Alright, so we're going to start off a shadow, a silhouette. Cheryl. Marcia got it. Margaret said a shadow. That's an idea. Tina got it. Silhouette. I have to remember that word. You guys are awesome. Thanks, Cheryl and Marcia and Tina. And thanks, Margaret. I was thinking shadow, too, but it just didn't seem right. Julianne, silhouette. Oh, you guys are so good. I'm telling you. I'm learning a lot. I learned what a femur is. Sorry, Marlene. I know you had to hurt yourself for me to learn that, but I learned what a femur is. Now I'm learning that you call these silhouettes. There we go. So we're going to do the silhouette. I feel so smart now. I'm smart. Alright, so we're going to do the silhouette. So I'm going to grab, let's see, what do I want to grab? I think I'm going to grab Mini-Me. Alright, and I'm going to come over on this side. And we're going to do the legs first, because if we do the body, you might not leave enough room for the legs on our silhouette. Thanks, ladies. So I'm going to, I grabbed Mini-Me, and I'm grabbing black paint. And what you want to do is you just want to do a straight line down. Okay, so that's the first thing you want to do is a straight line down. That's this leg. And then where this leg is halfway is where you're going to put this straight out. And you want this line to be shorter or just as long as this line. Alright, so half of this long line is the length of this line coming from the middle. Okay? You want to make sure it's half. And then you're going to come up from that and join this one. So you're making the number 4. I just told you a whole big fancy thing to make the number 4. And I made this really thick, so I'm going to wind up having, she's going to wind up having cankles, but that's okay. You know, make your lines thinner if you can. Alright, because I'm going to try to fix that so she doesn't look like she has a big old ankle, but I don't know if I can. Alright, so we're going to come up from there. We're going to come up from there. Okay? And this line is going to be half of your leg line. Remember the rule of all the halves? So we have our leg, and then the half of that is the torso, and then half of the torso is the head. Alright? So you want to give yourself another line on top of that for the neck. We don't want to lose our neck. And then parenthesis, parenthesis, ahead. Okay, and don't worry about how big your head is because we didn't fill this in yet. So you can make the body to match the head. All right. Rule of thumb is you want to make things smaller than you really want them. This way, because the more you play with it, the bigger it's going to get. So you want to try to make things smaller than what you really want. Now I'm going to turn around and follow this neck down and then pull out this way. And follow this neck down and pull out that way. Silhouette. Yes. I got to remember that. And then we're going to do to the top of her head. You're going to do angle and angled. And try to keep this line thin. You're going to come and meet at the center. So find your center, bring that up, and that's where you're going to have the two arms meet. Okay? So just like that. Right? And I'm going to switch to my tiny so I can put this in right without having any really thick pieces. But I already have a thick piece here, so I'm a little out of luck with that one, but that's okay. So first thing you want to do is you're going to turn around and you're going to bring this in. All right, so you're going to bring that in. Color it in. Okay, and you're going to turn around and you want this to be like a smooth transition. So you're going to go from this part of your arm, bring that in and make that like a nice and smooth. Okay, and the same with this side. So you're going to come from the arm here. You want to start here and curve the elbow and then bring this in so it's connecting nice and smooth. And then you just want to come up here and do the hands together, which is like a really narrow triangle, like super, super, super narrow. And then this mess right here, you just want to turn around and bring this in and do a little curve there so it all runs together nice. All right, and same on this side, do a little curve so that runs together nice. Okay, and then we're going to make the top of the leg thick. So we're going to bring this, I'm going from the knee and I'm going to bring this around and into her body. Okay, so we're going to thicken that leg up. And you're going to create your waist because that's all going to run together nice and smooth. And then you want this leg to be just as thick. So I'm going to come from the knee. I'm going to thicken this leg out and bring it in. Okay, and then what you want to do is you just want to put a little bit of rounding on the inside just so it doesn't look so straight. Okay, so you just want to round that out a little bit. Just want to round that out a little bit. All right. there you go. Okay, and then you just want to round your knee, just like so. And then I'm going to put a little rounded piece right here. I'm not going to do a lot because I already made it like too thick. But you want to do a rounded piece right there. I don't think I'm going to... Well, yeah, I guess I could. Okay? And then with this, you're going to do a little rounded piece back here. Not too thick at the ankle. I always wind up making my silhouettes have cankles. I don't know, that's what we call fat ankles, cankles. So I try not to do that. So we're going to round that part right there. All right. And then the foot, the way you place the foot is very important. See how it's like on a little weird angle right here towards the sun? So that's what you want to do. Here's your sun, and you want to take the angle and bring it down to your foot and do your foot at that angle towards the sun. Okay? So you want to put the foot facing the sun. And then once you have that, you can add a little rounded part and finish this edge a little bit better. I think my girl's wearing yoga pants. Yep, my girl's officially wearing yoga pants because she has really fat ankles. Yep, so she's definitely wearing yoga pants. I did the same thing over here. Look how thick that ankle is right there. I don't know why I do that. But anyway, you guys... You try to taper this in so it's not so thick at the ankle part. But for some reason, I just like to make all my girls have these really fat ankles. And the next thing you're going to do is add the piece of the foot on top of the leg there. And there you go. And then you can add whatever kind of hair you want. So this girl has spiky hair. Or you could turn around and do... you know, you could do a ponytail if you want, or you can just do, I just did little wisps for the spiky hair. Like maybe she took a dip in the ocean before she decided to do her meditation. So, however you want to put your hair, you can give her little pigtails if you want to. It's your girl. You can give her whatever kind of hair you want. All right, so ketchup mustard with your silhouettes. I like that word. I like it a lot. You guys are so smart. 6,000%. It's awesome. It's awesome. Okay, and then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to turn around and paint our seashells in. So figure out what colors you want your seashells. And we're going to do the base colors. And we're going to add her shadow. And then we're going to go back and do our details. And we're going to be all set, guys. Another painting in the record books. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And what a family gathering we have tonight. So back to my, what was that? When the lady did the mirror at the end of the show. I think that was Romper Room or something. When she said all the names. Somebody mentioned at the other party that whenever I do roll call, it reminds them of that. So I'm going to do that while you guys catch up mustard with your silhouettes. Cynthia and Artis and Tina and Cheryl, Marcia, Julianne, Margaret, Marlene, W. Mac, Kim, and Kelly was here, and Wheel said hi. So, awesome, awesome, awesome. So excited. So now I'm going to turn around and I'm going to take my small brush and I'm going to do my base color on my shells. So whatever colors you want your seashells, do your first color in, and then I'm going to show you how to do the markings, okay? So I'm going to make my one seashell blue. So I'm grabbing some white and blue. I want my one seashell to be light blue. Alright, and try to stay in your lines. You know, like I said before, the more you play with it, the bigger it's going to get. So you want to try to stay in our mapping lines. And with the mapping now, you'll see that your colors are going to come out just the way they should look. Just the way they should look. Just as how you intended to be. So I'm going to make that seashell light blue. And I'm going to make my starfish red. So I have a red starfish. Now I had to put a little white with my red paint because you guys know that red doesn't show up to the party without its friend white, and red also needs a couple of coats. So, and I am so going out of my lines with this one, so I'm just going to make them bigger. That's what I'm going to do. So, my starfish is going to be a dark pink, and then I can go in and make them red, red, red once this color dries. So if you guys ever have trouble getting red to show up, you have to put red on with some white first, and then go back and put the red on top of that. Okay, because red doesn't like to unless you have thick paint, unless you have heavy body paint, red really doesn't like to show up to the party. He takes the same memo as yellow. Yellow's the same way. Okay, so there's my starfish. And I'm going to make, let's see. I'm going to make, I think I'm going to make my conch shell purple. So I'm mixing red and blue and some white. You want your conch shell to be a lighter color because we have to add a very important shadowed piece to it. So whatever color you're doing your conch shell, make sure it's on the lighter side, okay guys? Because we have to add a shadow to it. So I'm going to make mine purple. I don't know what you guys are doing. I hope you're getting fun and creative with whatever you decide to do. And I'm going to turn around and I'm going to make my snail shell green. And you want your snail shell to be like a darker color, okay? So whatever you pick for your color of your snail shell, you want to make sure it's a darker color. Okay, because when we put the little swirl in, we're going to put it in with We're going to put it in with a really light color of whatever the color you're choosing. So when we put the little swirl in, it's going to be a lighter version of this color. So you want to start off with a darker version of whatever color you want to make your shell. Okay. Alright, swirl, tap, dab, and I'm going to make my last shell. I'm going to make my last shell yellow. Why not? Why not? And again, I'm going to add white paint to my yellow. So this way the yellow shows up, and then I can do another coat of yellow on top of this. So this way it really pops, because to get your yellow and your red to really pop, it makes you work for it. It makes you work for it. That is for sure. So now that you guys are learning all these seashells, you can do a beach painting all on your own and have a whole like shoreline full of seashells. I've seen those paintings before. Those are pretty cool. Those are pretty cool, those paintings. Okay, so remember the color you made for the shadow of the seashells? You want to make that same color, and we're going to put our shadow on our girl, okay? And if you guys need any help with anything, just ask me. If something's not like working out okay for you, just let me know. All right, 6,000%. So I'm going to take Mini-Me. And I'm going to grab that red and that yellow. Right? More red, a little bit of yellow. And this is why making the shadows work with the red and the yellow, because you can see through it. So when you do the red and the yellow without mixing any white in it, you can see what's underneath it. So that's why it works really cool when you do your shadows and your darker spots, because you can see what's underneath it even though it's a darker color. All right, now again, we want this shadow to match the foot, which is directed towards the sun, as well as you were able to do that. Okay, so you want your shadow coming off the same angle as your foot. Right? So you're going to put that in. And if you want to get really fancy about it, I had globs on my paintbrush, guys. I told you, you have globs on your brush, you're going to get globs on your painting. So the way you fix that is you just push the paint into whatever you were painting to get rid of those globs. Told you. The only reason I can tell you guys stuff is because I screwed it up. So I just took some paint off of that. I'm going to smooth this out. There we go. That's better. Okay, and then if you want to get really fancy about it, you can add where the knee is coming across. So you can add where your knee is coming across if you want to get really fancy about her shadow. Alrighty, this is awesome. I hope you guys are enjoying this and you're liking how your paintings are coming out. This is a nice straightforward painting. There's some tricky things in it, but not too bad. So now we're just going to put the details in our seashells. So while you guys are ketchup mustering with your shadow, I'm going to add that last coat to my starfish and the other shell, so it's the color I want it to be. So I'm going to add just red to my starfish. Because now that it's dry, I can add just red to it. Because now the red will show up. Since I put the pink down beforehand. And I'm going to add just the yellow to the other shell, because that'll show up now. And I'm going to show you the details to your shells, guys. Look how amazing you are. You guys did great. You guys did awesome. Awesome sauce. Like applesauce, but awesome sauce. So I can't wait to see what you guys did for your colors of your shells and how your oceans look. I'm sure they're all going to be amazing. So, Mr. Nifty in the house. We're going to use Mr. Nifty to do the details on our seashells, okay guys? So, close up. I'm going to bring you up close. Okay, and I'm going to show you the details. And let me put the other shells right next to it, the finished ones, so you can see what I'm talking about. So you can see where you're going with this. Okay? So, we'll put that there. Up. Let me move you over a bit. Earthquake! There we go. Alright. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the dark lines in on this guy. So I'm going to grab just blue, and I'm using Mr. Nifty. And he's outlined. So we're going to outline him, grabbing more paint. Grabbing more paint. Grabbing more paint. Okay. And I'm going to say that to you guys so you realize with these smaller brushes exactly how many times you have to grab more paint to do these details. I just grab more paint. So pretty much every time I lift my brush away from this canvas when I'm doing details, I'm grabbing more paint. And then if it starts to get goopy, I'm wiping it off. See all my little swirls on my napkin? That's because I'm wiping the globs off of Nifty, so he stays nice and small for me and at a point. Alright, so once I outlined it, the square is dark blue. So you want to make the square the darker color, whatever color you decide to make your seashell. And then it has lines coming out at an angle from that square. Just like that. Bam! Hi, artists! Hi, sweetie. You had something come up and you had to come back, so that's okay. You can watch the replay to catch up, mustard. We're just finishing up with the details on the seashells, and then we're going to be all set for the night. So that was perfect timing, sweetie. We could say goodnight to each other. Alright, so I'm swirl tapping and dabbing Mr. Nifty here. And I'm going to go over to the conch shell now. Alright, and you want to grab a darker version of whatever color you made your conch shell. So I'm going to add some more blue and red to my purple so it's darker. And the shadow is going to go right in here. That's the piece that you put up to your ear. Okay, guys? So that's the money piece of making a conch shell look like a conch shell. All right? You want to put that shadow right in there. Okay? And then I just did lines swooping from the one end to the other. Okay, and there is your conch shell. All right, swirl, tap, dab in my brush. And I'm going to make a lighter green. So I'm going to add some white to my green and make it a lighter green. And I'm going to come to my snail shell, and I'm going to start in the middle, and I'm just going to do a spin around. And there is your snail shell. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, guys. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You guys got this. Mr. Nifty, we're working them hard tonight. Oh boy. Okay. And swirl, tap, dab in my brush. And then the next thing I'm going to do is my starfish is, I'm making a pink again. So you just want to make a lighter color of whatever color you made your starfish. And that first initial design we did to draw them in, you're just drawing that back in again. So that straight line across, the point up, and then the 2 points coming down the side. So you just want to draw that shape back in again for yourself. That's all you're doing to make your starfish pop. And we have one seashell left. Oh, no seashell left. Whoop, just dropped my brush. Okay, so for this guy, he has these lines that curved. So I'm going to do mine in blue so you can see them. On the original, I did them in white, but I had a different color. Now that my shell's yellow, you won't really be able to see the white around that, so I'm going to do it in blue. So the first thing you want to do is you're going to outline the shell. You're going to outline the shell. And then from that rounded side here, you're going to have all these pieces angle out from that rounded side. Just like that. There. So, you guys are completely 6,000% amazing. I want to thank you for joining me tonight and doing sunset meditation. I had an awesome time with my fam as usual, and I hope you guys had an awesome time too. Remember, replays are always available and it's always free to watch. Tips are appreciated. If you send me support, I'm going to send you Mr. Nifty so you can have your paintings be that much better. Because they really are a nifty little brush. Can't say they're not. So I am going to post those links again for you. And I hope everybody had a great time tonight. I know I did. I know I did, fam. I hope you did too. So there you go. Sunset meditation. How amazing are you guys? What? Telling you. I can't with the awesomeness. I can't. Thank you, Margaret. I appreciate it. Thank you. Margaret, our Canadian girl, our international woman, along with Julia Ann. So thank you so much, Margaret. And those of you that are catching the replay, hello to all my replay peeps. And if you ever have any questions watching one of my replays, just message me. I'll try to answer it as best as I can. Oh, you're welcome, Artist. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Welcome to the fam, Artist. You're now officially a family member because you've been to a couple of them already. So welcome, guys. And How To Tuesday. If there's anything you want me to teach you, let me know. Send me some ideas. I think, I don't know what I want to do. I might do clothes, or I might do boats. I have seashells on the list, but we just did seashells on this painting, but I want to get more in depth about seashells. So, I don't know. We'll see. Thank you so much, Gloria. Hi, sweetheart. Hello. Welcome to the fam, Gloria. You're officially family now. Everybody welcome Gloria. You were hiding on us. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to make myself an iced coffee when I get off the video with you guys. You're so welcome, Gloria. 6,000%. We have fun on our Friday nights, that's for sure. And every Tuesday at the same time, same bat channel, same bat place is How To Tuesdays, where we all practice together just to get that much better. Oh, hi, Wendy. Yeah, we're all done, sweetie. Sounds good, Artist. I can't wait to see it. Yep. I'm going to post the YouTube link later on this evening. And the replay is available on my page where you found me tonight. So you'll be all set. Have a good night, love. You missed it, Wendy. Hey, Holly. How you doing, sweetie? We're finishing up. Yes, still at it. Every Friday night at 7 and every Tuesday at 7 we do practice. So if there's any painting you'd like to see, Holly, let me know. I'll put you on the list. Oh, that's okay, Wendy. You can watch the replay and just join us next time. It's 7 p.m. Eastern time. So I don't know what that is. I usually Google for time changes. I'm not really sure where you're at, Wendy. So it's 7 p.m. Eastern. And if you put in Google 7 p.m. New Jersey to wherever you are, it'll tell you what time it is for you. It's not as fun on... Oh, well, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. Thanks, Wendy. I'm doing great, Holly. How you doing? I'll take that as a compliment, Wendy. Thank you. Oh, okay. So if it's 7 for me, it's 10 for you. Which means is it 11 o'clock? Is it 11? No, 3 hours. So is it 12 o'clock for you right now? Is it midnight? I'm ahead. See, and that's why I Google it, because I always screw that up. Oh, okay. So it's 4 o'clock for you. So it would be at time is it now? 9 for me. So it's at 2 o'clock for you. Okay, so 2 o'clock. Oh, okay. See? Well, it's 9 o'clock for me right now, and it's 6 o'clock for you. So it would be, oh, you're right, 4 p.m. for you. Okay. See, that's why I Google it, because time changes always mess with my head. They always do. I can't, like, go backwards or forwards or whatever it is. Gotta set you an alarm. 4 o'clock, Friday nights. Thank you, Wendy. I'm doing well, Holly. Hope you're doing well, too. Okay, so Wendy at 4 o'clock on Fridays. Message me. Message me, Wendy, so then I have you on my messenger. And if you follow my page, you'll get a notification that I'm going live. I think that's how that works. So if you liked my page, you might have to hit the follow button. You're on my page and you do get the reminders. That's how it goes sometimes, Wendy. That's just how it goes sometimes. It's all good. And on that note, I'm going to say goodnight. So thank you so much for joining me tonight, fam. And y'all warm my heart. So have fun and go create. Okay? Good night, everybody.